Hey guys, so as you can see, I'm in a different part of the house today, but I'm not really in a different part because I'm in a room where I've recorded most of my videos recently actually, but it's on the other side of the room. Basically this is my desk. It is actually a desk, but it kind of gets used as a bedside cabinet. The tripod is actually kind of at half mast, lying on my bed, so if it wobbles a bit when I get excited, then that's why. So this is usually full of shit. I never really have space to put my laptop on, even though that's what I kind of bought it for. Very kind of claustrophobic. As you can hear, that's the chair banging against the radiator when I feel like doing that, or I get excited again. So yeah, I've stacked all my kind of current gen games up there just for effect, and partly because my bedroom's a complete shithole that needs sorting out. So the reason for this video is I just want to go through, off the top of my head, by the way, so if I miss anything or anyone out, then yeah, it's because I'm working off the top of my head, and my head is rubbish. Right, so what it is I just want to show you some of the channels that I check out, some that I used to watch a lot of, and then kind of the reasons why I don't watch them anymore, and just general what channels I'm into at the moment and what channels I'm not. So first one is probably the channel that kind of got me into retro games, and it kind of claims to be the original retro gaming kind of channel, if you can say that. Just have some beer. It's Friday, so I got some Kronenberg, and it is Classic Game Room. Now obviously, people fucking, I always get the odd person trying to say that I stole the name of my channel from Classic Game Room, but you know, it's Classic Retro Game Room, not Classic Game Room. You know, at the end of the day, it's like saying Pete Dorr stole the name from Classic Game Room because he's got like a subheader on his channel that says Pete's Game Room. You know, it's just a fucking stupid thing to say. So yeah, that is basically probably the channel that got me into kind of retro gaming on YouTube. You know, one day I sat around and I thought, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to buy a Mega CD. I've never had one. Looks pretty interesting, and usually by interesting that means crap. And yeah, the Mega CD is pretty crap, but definitely glad that I got it and started doing the videos. So second, well, I'll say second, probably number one in terms of popularity on YouTube, gaming wise, I'd say. I'm going to ignore things like IGN and GameSpot. Well, GameSpot doesn't get a good rap these days anyway. But second would be kind of Angry Video Game Nerd. Or if you don't know, James and Nintendo Nerd. What I'll do is I'll post links to the channels that I mention. Yeah, I'll just watch it for the comedy. It's always funny. Yeah, and he plays a lot of NES games, and I'm quite interested in the collecting for the NES, which I've just started doing recently. So yeah, that's another one of the big kind of established channels. Another established channel I'd say that I watch is Happy Console Gamer. Yeah, he does some good videos where he just looks back at times and, you know, certain places in time, and you know, about his childhood and games and shit like that. So moving away from the established channels, you got kind of, I'd say, the really established channels that got like, you know, hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and then you got the kind of next tier where you're into the thousands of subscribers. And one of those channels, I've kind of missed out a few months or so on it, but Jurassic Junkie, you know, he has his Friday night rant. If you've not seen that, it's definitely worth checking out. And you know, he's the type of guy that always goes out of his way to kind of you know, respond to messages, comments that you leave and whatever. You know, you'll always get a reply from him. I must say also, going back to the big well-established channels, Game Straight 2On, obviously, that's another channel that I do watch. Now, I said I was going to say about channels that I'm not really into. Oh fuck's sake, my car alarm's going off, sorry about this, I'll have to resume the video. So now my fucking car keys have appeared for when it decides to start going off again. So yeah, I was just about to get into channels that I kind of, well, I'm gonna, you know, bits here and bits there, but channels that I used to kind of watch but then for whatever reason stopped. Now, can't remember exact, what's his channel called, the Jason Heine channel, Emu Review or something like that. Yeah, it's, I mean, he does music as well, and you know, I'm a DJ, and to be fair, his music sucks shit, and he did like a Kickstarter page for it, asking for like $3,000 to print this fucking, you know, get this CD pressed, and it, you know, fucking just, it winds me up when people do Kickstarters. You know, I'm thinking of doing a Kickstarter, just, you know, everybody giving me money so I can buy a new car with an alarm that don't go off. So yeah, and obviously these are part of the old gen gamers crew. And another person, I can watch his videos sometimes, and again, he's another big player in the YouTube gaming kind of community, is Pete Dore. I mentioned him before. But yeah, he's just too geeky. You know, I mean, gaming can be a pretty geeky thing, but there's some of the fucking crap that goes on about, you know, just buying these random fucking Japanese RPGs that he's, you know, fucking, you got no chance of playing unless you live in fucking Japan, you know. Yeah, you got to be fluent in Japanese to play these games. So I just kind of, sometimes I can watch the videos depending on what the video is, and then sometimes I can't. Old School Brian, he was a kind of YouTuber that come up in popularity, but to be honest, I just got bored of his videos. So yeah, I can't really think of anyone that I don't used to watch that I don't watch anymore. So yeah, again, I'm working off the top of my head and drinking beer. So yeah, last channel I said that I still watch is Jurassic Junkie, and see, I do have channels in my mind here that I'm saving kind of towards the end for reasons. But let's have a look at the if I go to, what do I need to go to? Is it just YouTube? And see, comes up with my subscriptions. You see, the thing is, that's one that's worth looking at. The Keith Apicary videos. This guy here, Nathan Barnett, that does the is kind of a comedian, I guess, and he plays this character called Keith Apicary. It's just a piss take, so that's definitely something worth checking out. And this was one that I started, I don't know whether I've come across it before, but I started watching some of the videos yesterday and it was pretty sweet. Metal Jesus Rocks, guys, you know, he's into metal music obviously, but I'm not into that, but he does you know, go through certain systems and list some hidden gems, and some of the games look pretty cool that I've not heard of. And yeah, he comes out with, you know, some hidden gems that you know yourself are great games on the systems. Just going down, going down, going down, not really seeing anything worth mentioning. Yeah, so if you're into kind of mainly Sega and Mega Drive games, etc., and a bit of you know, current gen gaming, then check out Pompey Games Room. That was actually the only channel I had in my head to mention last, because he mentioned me last in his shout out videos. Obviously I was saving the best for last, so I thought I'd repay the favour, so to speak. But yeah, I can't think off the top of my head. Probably after about 8 beers I'll be able to think of other channels. So kind of a short list but a sweet list, and yeah, hopefully you'll check out the other channels, and if you haven't already checked them out, you'll like what you see and maybe have some more content to watch on your computer or tablet type device or fucking embedded chip unit thing in your eyeballs. Awesome.